Hey everybody, it's Eric from Phenomenal Finds ATL, and we're going to show you what sold over the weekend. We had 30 sales this weekend. It's probably our biggest sales weekend ever, and we're going to show you what we sold. Okay, first thing that we have here is this OCC Stingray Schwinn bicycle frame, and it sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Next is this vintage Shawn Michaels hat WWF. It sold for $18.99 plus shipping. Next we have this Scentsy Snowberry wax melt that sold for $4.99. Next is this Metallica and Justice for All t-shirt. It sold for $49.99. And here we have Rollo from the Cleveland show. He sold for $19.99. Ramon from Cars, color changing car, and he sold for how much? 13. Next is this Kodak Easy Share camera. It has everything in there. It does not work, but it sold for $14.99. And here we have this Simon game. It's a vintage game, and it sold for, what'd you say?
$29.99.
$29.99. And here we have this Yeti Core Power, and it sold for $11.99, and we paid $1 for it. Next are these Chacos, and they sold for $37.99. Next are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle curtains, and they sold for $49.99. They are vintage from Mirage Studios. We sold a comforter for this last week, I think. Here we have this vintage Pirelli hat. I don't remember what this is. It is made in the USA, but we sold it for $11.99. You see how distressed this is. Here we have this Jurassic Park Frisbee. It sold for $18.99. It is vintage, you can see, 96. We paid $1 for this. We have some Carhartt Carpenter jeans. We just picked these up last week and we sold them for $19.99. Next we have this Disney Christmas tree music box. We paid $5 for this, and we knew it wasn't working. It does play the music, but it is not animated, but we still sold it for $99.99. Someone wanted this Ford Festiva and Aspire car manual, and we sold it for $5. Vintage Looney Tunes photo album binder, and we sold it for $10. Next is this Grunt Style fleece, Sherpa, whatever it is, Grunt Style hooded. What did we pay? We paid $1 for this. I think you saw the video last week, and we sold it for $14. Next is this Adams Speedline driver. Don't remember how much we paid on this. Usually on golf clubs we pay at the most $6, and this one sold for $35. Another golf club here. This is a Medicus left-handed iron. We paid $2 for this, and it sold for $40. So some more parts off of that OCC Stingray that we parted out. Paid $40 for the entire bike. These sold for $25. Another piece off of that OCC Schwinn Stingray, and this one sold for $29.99. Chain guard. We have this Eagle wall hanging. It's one of those plastic wall hangings. I don't think it's Homeco, but vintage, and it sold for $24.99. Made in the USA. Some more stuff out of that Scentsy lot that we picked up, and this sold for $34.99. I think we'll pop up something over on the left or right here showing where we're at as far as where that lot is. This is a RCA Bluetooth home theater receiver. It sold for $90. It does have the remote, and it was in working condition. This is the vintage Atari. It's a 2600. And I got this for free, and it sold for $100 plus shipping. Another piece off of that OCC Schwinn Stingray, and it sold for $14.24. And we actually have another Stingray that Carla picked up on Friday, I believe, that will be parting out too. It's a new Strokes CD that we picked up for $1, and it sold for $17. Milwaukee Brewers hat that we picked up, I think it was last weekend. It sold for $14.99, and we paid $1 for it. This is a vintage Lloyd's AM/FM clock radio with a cassette player. It sold for $14.99, and I believe we paid $2 for this at a yard sale. This thing right here, something that Carla picked up at the flea market instead of finding stuff to sell. So she's added to our dog collection. She makes number 3. Her name is Lola. And we picked up a lot of other stuff this weekend too, so stand by for all of that. So that is everything that sold this weekend. 30 items. We still have 2 that need to be paid for, but this is all going out today. And we'll catch you the next time. Remember to go over to phenomenalfindsatl.com and you'll see links to our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I'm sure I'm leaving something else out, but go over there, like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you later.